another MTG Casual Commander.
Hey everybody, this is Tom with MTG Casual Commander, and we are here today, and we are unboxing some of the commander decks for the new Tarkir set. Now, we are just going to be showing off some of the highlights of these decks. Nobody needs me to spend 15 minutes reading every individual card. The spoilers and the deck lists have been released for a while now, so if you'd like to see those full deck lists, they are available online. But we do have the collector booster sample pack that is coming with these, so that's fun. There we go. We've got our deck list and whatnot, our little box that comes with it, and our set. Now, this particular deck is the Jeskai Striker Deck, so we'll see how obnoxious they decided to make Narset this time.
She's pretty bad this time around. She's pretty crazy.
Which is saying a lot because Narset has always been pretty crazy, which she is. This is Shiko and Narset unified as the box commander. So 4/4 human spirit dragon for 4 mana, flying vigilance, and has the flurry ability, which is whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy that spell. If it targets a permanent or player, you may choose new targets for the copy. If you didn't copy a spell this way, draw a card. So that is definitely interesting. That can, in fact, get out of hand.
And in those colors, when are you not going to be playing 2 spells a turn?
Yeah, I mean, that is 100% what Jeskai does. So, good face commander. The alternative face commander, we've got Elsha Threefold Master. It's a 1/1 trample prowess, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 monk creature tokens with prowess. So again, like, you are going to be doing storm shenanigans and whatnot and make this creature big and punch somebody in the face to get a bunch of stuff that also has prowess. So neat. All right, we've got Aligned Heart, also has the flurry. Cast second spell, you put a rally counter on it, and then you create a 1/1 with prowess for each rally counter. That's pretty good. Tempest Technique, storm, enchant creature you control, and it gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. So this is interesting. This is the first non-instant or sorcery I've seen with storm. So with all the prowess shenanigans, that could get out of hand real quick. We've got Adaptive Training Post, cast an instant or sorcery. If it has fewer than 3 charge counters, put a charge counter on it. Then you yank the 3 charge counters, and when you cast your next instant or sorcery, copy it. So, you know, we are following that trend.
I bet they got the Storm Dragon in here too. They got a dragon with Storm on it.
I would hope so. We've got the Transcendent Dragon, flash flying, 4/3. When it enters, if you cast it, counter target spell. If that spell is countered, exile it instead of putting it into the graveyard. Then you may cast it without paying for its mana cost. So that is hilarious because you spend 6 mana and copy and steal somebody else's omniscience or something stupid.
Oh yeah.
Which is hilarious. Voracious Bibliophile, cast a spell with 1 or more targets, draw that many cards. Caldera Pyremaw, okay, cast an instant or sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter, then it deals damage.
Yes.
Transforming Flourish, it's got Demonstrate, if people remember, that is back from the Strixhaven set, so you can have somebody else copy it. And if they do, you also get to copy it. So blow up a creature or artifact. If it's destroyed this way, exile cards from the top of their library till they hit a non-land card. Then they may cast it without paying its mana cost. So this is similar to like an alternative to a Chaos Warp that you can give somebody else a Chaos Warp. I'm not necessarily a fan of that. Will of the Jeskai. It's interesting. It gives you the multiple options, or if you control your commander, you get to choose both. Vanquish the Horde, blow up all the things, and it costs less for the creatures. Narset's Reversal, that is an amazing card. Dismantling Wave, a Mangara, Monastery Mentor, solid card. Ancestral Vision, Archmage Emeritus, which again, when you're casting a bunch of spells, just keep refilling your hand.
Yep.
Baral's Expertise, also solid. Curse of the Swine, this one, exile X creatures for each of them, they get a 2/2. I mean, it's expensive for what it does, but not bad. It does exile, so. Haughty Jin. Disciple of the Drowned. Can't be countered, and all of your stuff has flashback. Rite of Replication. Sublime Epiphany. I like this one. Electro Dominance is solid. Maniform Hellkite. There we go. So whenever you cast a non-creature, you get an XX Dragon Illusion with flying and haste, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast it, which means you can actually get a benefit from your X spells with this one, because it is not specifically just mana value. Brawl and Carry Zev. Oh, Expansion Explosion. Nice, they put one of the split cards in here. Not a bad one. Magma Opus.
Big time.
Yeah, that's, again, not bad at all.
I like that card.
Prismari Command is good.
I have all these cards in my store.
Time Wipe, again, awesome. Valmachius Lorehold. So again, this was another Strixhaven card. One of the weaker of the Strixhaven dragons, in my opinion. Just because as a commander by itself, in those Boros colors, it's not super great because Boros is pretty restricted. But good card though. Varan, Voice of Duality. Yeah, that thing's great. Whirlwind of Thought. And now we're getting into some of the standard, what you typically see out of these commander decks, your exotic orchards and basic kind of rare lands. None of these are, you know, game-changing lands or anything like that.
I got the opponent ones in there.
Yeah, and those are nice. You got your standard stuff that you're going to want in a storm deck, you know, your young Pyromancer, Goblin Electromancer, your typical Arcane Signet. I do like that design for the Arcane Signet, though. I'm kind of mad on the art for that Soul Ring, but that's just me. Ghostly Prisons, Swords,
Nice.
Compulsive Research. You know, now we're getting into a bunch of your draw cards and your little cheap spells that you can cast repeatedly. So that way you can get all of those storm counters going up. Your Pongify, Preordain, Think Twice. You know, this is... Oh, Curse of Opulence. That one's actually fun.
Nice.
Your Gutter Snipe, which again, you need for a deck like that. I like that art for the Gutter Snipe, though. Your Mana Geysers, Shiny Imperatus. Yeah. Expressive Iteration. Third Path Iconoclast.
Nice.
Got your Signets. Oop, and a Talisman, so that's cool. And then...
Tower.
Yep, you got your Reliquary Tower, which is awesome that they threw that in here, because deck like this, you should have your hand full or more every single
I
game.
didn't see a lot of card draw in there. Oh, actually, never mind. One of the commander's cards.
One of the commanders drew cards, and there was a ton of the little, like, pay a mana or two, draw two, look at two, scry two, draw two, stuff like that. And then you've got your standard tokens, which they did actually do double-sided, which I do appreciate. I know that they oftentimes don't do the double-sided tokens. You got a First Mate Ragavan, so that's fun. But, yeah. So, not looking bad. I mean, it is what I would expect out of a Jeskai deck.
Yeah.
I think it'll run just fine. And then we will find out for sure, hopefully this coming Sunday. That is going to be April 6th, I believe, at 5 p.m. As we do our live, as we are going to be doing a pre-con commander battle with 4 of these decks. So let's see if we get anything that could potentially have gone in this deck from our collector's booster sample. So, ooh, we've got a mythic there. We've got Rot, Curse, Rakshasa. So 2 for a 5/5 with Trample and Decayed. You can pay X and 2, exile this card from your graveyard, put a Decayed counter on each of X target creatures, activate only as a sorcery. That is absolutely hilarious.
For a demon, yeah.
Yeah, like just throw Decayed counters on a bunch of your opponent's stuff to be like, no, that's cool, swing with it.
I dare you.
Please.
I can't block.
And then we've got a common shiny Dirgur Island Dragon. So,
Seems to be.
yeah, it's all right. It's a 4/4 for 6.
Flying Ward 2.
Yeah, Flying Ward 2, or you can do the Skimmering Strike to tap a creature, draw a card. I mean, it's not great, but this could go in that deck. I don't necessarily think that it's great, but yeah, the other card was solid though. But thank you all for joining me today, and please remember to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. If you hit the little bell icon at the top, it will let you know when we have other content coming out, and we will see you hopefully this Sunday.
Trample that like button. And if you dare, comment below. Let the magic continue.